Good morning, family. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. I really appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all so much to where I'm going to dedicate this video to one young man in particular who said that you can't really show tough love to the young men, to the younger generation. They can't take it. They can't handle it. And you got to be softer and nicer with them. And out of love, this is for you. Life don't give a damn about whether you like how it's whooping your ass. Life will whip your ass. Life is the biggest bully of all time. You talk about the schoolyard bullies. I see the people outside of Walmart, when I go in the store, they out there taking up money for donations. I tell them to get out my face. They're taking up money for anti-bullying. I tell them to get the hell out of my face. I teach my child, whoop the bully ass. I don't teach my child to run, the bully. Because if you can't face that little bullshit ass bully on the playground, or you can't handle the way Big Ward is bringing his message to you to try to get you to wake up and change your life around for the better, if you can't handle me, and if you can't handle that bully on the playground, you might well go find the nearest bridge right now and hit a cannonball off that son of a bitch. Or a swan, or a triple backflip, however you want to do it. But find the nearest bridge and go take care of that. Because if you can't handle that bully on the schoolyard, if you can't handle the way Big Ward is coming at you with tough love, not being soft, but being a little rough around the edges, because I know how hard life hits. And I know that if you can't face me, if you can't face that bully on the schoolyard, you don't stand a chance with life. Life has no mercy. Life has no mercy. Life will beat you down, and while you down, continue beating you. Life won't say, well, he down now. He done lost. He waving the white flag. Life don't care if you wave the white flag. It's going to keep whooping you if you don't fight back. If you don't throw on your armor, as the Bible says, the armor of God. If you don't get ready to go to battle, find that bridge. If you ain't willing to fight. Because even though life is hard, extremely hard, you are harder. And a lot of y'all just don't know it yet. I didn't know how hard and tough I was and how strong I was until strong was my only option. You never know how strong, how hard, how tough you are until those are your only options, where you don't have a choice but to be strong. Then you'll find strength and be able to do things you didn't know you can do. Hold on, is that my box? No, that ain't me. The possibilities of the human mind and the human ability are endless. Studies have shown that we only tap into probably 10% of our brain's capacity of what we're capable of doing. So while you around here whining and complaining that I'm being a little too tough, too much tough love, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm just getting started. Because I truly want to see you make it. It's not out of trying to bash you or make myself look better than you. It's out of me knowing what you about to face, especially as a young man, as a young black man. Your times are harder than mine when I was coming up. So you really can't be around here whimpering. You got to bow up, straighten your shoulders up, straighten your back up, and put them up. You're going to either get knocked out or knock life out, one of the two. But what you ain't going to do is sit around here and talk about how hard it is. No shit. Especially as a man. When you got women out here that's getting it done by any means necessary. No matter how tough it is, women are overcoming all types of problems. So I'll be damned if I'm going to listen to a man talk about I'm too tough, I'm too hard. The young generation needs softer. You shit me. I was this far from being out of here, fucking around with life, playing with life, asking life to have mercy on me. I'm sorry. Don't do me like that, life. I can't fight no more, life. Please give me a break, life. And guess what life did? Start swinging harder. So I said, you know what, bitch? Since it's gonna be like that. So then when I finally decided, after the nervous breakdown, after my dog died, my best friend poisoned my dog, my girl left me, my mom died in my arm, my plug left me, I just gave up on life. Cause life had beat me down and I ain't think it should be so tough. It's too tough. It's too hard. So I just checked out without checking out. Walking around like a zombie. Till at one point I looked around and I got tired of folk passing like, damn, look at Big Warren. What's wrong with Big Warren? Ha 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 ha. No mercy. Laughter. Some start balling up inside of me saying, you know what? Y'all got the wrong one. That's why I tell y'all haters are necessary. Appreciate the haters. Don't hate them back. Appreciate them because my haters, not the people that love me because I ain't have many. It was my haters that made me wake up and say, you know what? I ain't going out like this. I ain't going out without a fight. Fight like a savage animal. I'm not going out without a fight. I want y'all to go pull up some videos of either the honey badger, not the LSU dude, but the real honey badger, the animal, and the wolverine. Look how big they are, but look at the fight in them. You have to kill a honey badger to beat him. You have to kill a wolverine to beat him. The wolverine is the most ferocious animal on the planet. He ain't the biggest, but the most ferocious. Over lion, tiger, bears, you name it. There's nothing more ferocious than a wolverine. There's nothing with more courage and bravery than a honey badger. That video said a honey badger ain't scared of nothing. Nothing. I take on that mentality. Because what's scared gonna do you? If something gonna whoop your ass, it don't care if you scared, it's gonna still whoop your ass. Life don't care if you don't want to fight back, it's still gonna fight you. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, young man. Life don't care that you think it's hard. So what I want you to understand is you are harder. You have to be harder as a man. We live in a generation now that's raising men to be soft, sensitive, compassionate bitches. We are not built like that. We are not designed to be like that. Damn, that soft stuff you talk about is tough love with a man. Men, once upon a time back in the hundreds of years ago, would have to go out and fight against wild animals to prove their manhood, to cross over to manhood. That's how hard it was for men. And if the wild animal kill you, from birth, boys were taught how to fight, how to survive, how to go out and hunt. And then they were initiated from their 13th birthday or whatever. I forgot what age it was. But they were tested. They had to fight either against each other or wild animals to cross over into manhood. They had to kill that wild animal or be killed. Life is a wild animal. You're going to fight back or it's going to maul you to death. But it's not going to let up because you're not fighting back. Some of y'all think if you don't fight back, if you just say, I give up, if you just wave the white flag, life could take it easy on you. Because even that bully on the playground, he might show you a little mercy and he done beat you down and you don't fight back and you ball up. He might just say, you know what? I'm the hell with him. Life ain't gonna do that. Life is worse than that bully. Life don't care if you ball up in the night, wave the white flag and say, I give up. Life gonna keep on swinging until you out of here. Until you either die or get up and fight back. If I'd have kept on the path that I was going with my so-called nervous breakdown, I done gave up, life too hard, my mama died in my arms, somebody poisoned my dog, blah, 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 blah. Life is hard. If I'd have kept on that path, I wouldn't be here. Life would have kept on beating me until I died. Until I decided, you know what? I didn't have any other option. You don't know how strong you are until strength is your only option. I had one other option, be strong or die. Some of y'all ain't reached that point yet. You got a little ways to go to where your only option is to fight or die. Some of y'all ain't gonna fight until you ain't got no other choice but to fight. Some of y'all would rather run if you can. I'm telling you, don't run. The bully gonna catch you eventually. Don't run from him. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. Your mama can't protect you from the bully all the time. The principal can't protect you from the bully all the time. Your daddy can't protect you from the bully all the time. Sometimes they can come get in the way, leave my son alone. But eventually that bully gonna catch your ass by yourself. No bully prevention, none of that gonna save you. Only thing gonna save you is put him up. And you take it to that bully ass like he ain't never had it before. Life is hard, but you're harder. A lot of y'all don't know it yet, that's why I'm telling you. You said, big boy, most people ain't got the hustle like you have. Have you heard me tell you about how I was the sorriest man on the planet at one time in my life? What you mean most people don't have the hustle that I have? There was none other on the planet. I am the sorriest man God ever created. I'm sorrier than you. You see what I'm doing now. I'm telling you why it's like this. Hold on, I think that's my box, y'all. Hold on. I had to move the truck. So, as I was saying, some of y'all act like when you listen to me, you act like you forgot that I told y'all that I was once the sorriest man on the planet. The sorriest man of all time. Back in 1995, if you would have looked in the Guinness Book of World Records for the sorriest man on the planet, you would have saw me standing up right there, hungry and broke, in the Guinness Book of World Records for the sorriest man on the planet in 1995. And that led me this far from death. So the man you see before you right now, the go-getter, the by any means necessary, don't take no shit, don't play, one of the hardest working men alive, I come from that. So when I don't hear excuses when you talking excuses, I hear, that's what I hear. When you make an excuse, you talking to somebody who's been there. So when you tell me, big word, everybody ain't got your hustle, you ain't been through nothing. You ain't been through nothing. But what I know is, I know what's waiting for you at the end of that sorry road. I know what's waiting for you at the end of the road for people that don't fight back. A lot of people are afraid to fight because they're afraid to lose. But what you fail to understand is, losing is not the issue. Not fighting is. Because there are people out here that will fight you to the death, even if you don't fight back, and life is worse than them. So, my take on it is, if you're gonna hit me, like my mama used to tell me, my dad used to tell me, somebody hit you, you hit them back. Win, lose, or draw. Life hits you, you hit back. Don't worry about winning. Fight back. Get up, fight back. Because life ain't gonna stop fighting. So for you that think that I'm being too tough, I need to be a little softer on the new generation. Tell that to life. I know life is hard. I've had days where I just want to lay down and die. Tired of it. Don't want to be here. I've had enough. But what's your option? What's after this? If you give up and die, let life beat you to the ground and die, what's next? We don't know. Some people believe you go to heaven or hell. Well, if you ain't never died and came back, we don't know. So just in case it's worse on the other side, I'm gonna make the best of this side, that I know what it's about. So therefore, I choose to fight back. Fight for the life I want. Stop making excuses. I am not some great guru. I don't know if y'all don't believe me or what. I was sorry as hell. I was not always like this. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I refused to work at one time in my life. A case of X-Lax couldn't have worked me at one time in my life. But when you knocking on death's doorstep, it has a way of changing your mind. But what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to warn y'all before you get there. So you won't have to get as far and go as low as I had to go before I made a change. Because everybody ain't gonna make it back from where I made it back from. Sometimes God lets some folk go so low in order to warn others and let you survive it. He allowed me to survive it to warn the rest of y'all. But that don't mean you're gonna make it if you go as low as I did. So I'm warning you, don't go as low as I went. Nip it in the bud now. Get up off your ass, make something happen. Stop crying. Stop talking about, oh, it's tough love, life hard. So what? Life hard, you harder. You just don't know it yet, but you finna find out. One way or the other, you're gonna ever run and find out if you got it or if you don't. But believe it or not, you're gonna be surprised to find out that you had it all along. Get it? Got it? Good. Bye.